You guys can see me when I sit back. I've been really working on aiming this in my new little corner. Alright, so this is my new comfy corner in my bedroom that I love, with my sexy heated rocking chair, and I put a lamp and a table with candles, and so I am milking the fuck out of the holiday spirit. I moved some of my holiday decorations downstairs. This is one of them. This is actually just a vest that I'm using to decorate. And if you see up behind me, that Santa is ancient. It's made out of like that compiled plastic stuff. It's so vintage. That Santa brings me so much childlike whimsical joy. So I've left my Christmas tree up. It's not a Christmas tree. It's a coexistence tree. It's a rainbow Technicolor dream tree, and it's covered in masks and ribbons, and I'm making all sorts of gifts. My sexual energy is going woo! And one of the ways it's expressing itself is through creating gifts. And so inside my tree and hanging from my fireplace are stockings filled with gifts for people, some that are intentionally for certain people, and some that are just sitting and waiting for someone to claim it. And I have a whole gift-making station set up, so when people come over, that's going to be a new permanent thing here at the temple. We're going to always have the Rainbow Technicolor Dream Tree with a gift-making, wrapping, sharing, exchange station. I've always been, I love embracing festivities and being, I've always been like, hey, it's something to celebrate, let's do it, and the whole world of festivals, right? Like, the Temple of Frolic, this home, is like a giant festival, and I'm always looking for more ways to turn it more into a burner-friendly, tantra-friendly, sex-positive-friendly, spiritual-friendly, super open, festival-like place to land. And it's the Rainbow Technicolor Dream Tree and this new station and intention I'm creating for the temple feels so in alignment with what I want for the temple and bringing in more what I want. So here is these new gifts that I'm making that are really about bringing in exactly what you want. So these are meditation candles with high vibration meditation wraps. And so the wraps are made for, so this one is mine, and I made a wrap that has, let's see, we have some malachite hanging from it. There's some pieces of my hair because I used an old dreadlock. So this is a beautiful piece of malachite that was gifted to me from, so I was monogamous once. I've been monogamous once in the last, say, 10 years maybe, for maybe 6-8 months. But anyways, he struggled with my traveling life, and so he got me this big piece of malachite for when I traveled to keep me safe. And I really love malachite. It's a huge feminine power. It also has a lot of fertility in it and sexy juice. And a piece of wood and a dream catcher, because you need a dream catcher to catch all your dreams, right? And anything that's in the way that is from you having your dreams. Let's see. This little piece here is a jade something from China that, let's see, it feels, I'm blind, so I don't know what this one is. It just felt like I need to put it. It came with something I bought from China as like a little mini gift. It's a beautiful fortune feng shui jade piece. And let's see, let's follow. Let's draw it down. Oh, we have a key here. This key is from my grandmother's bracelet. My grandmother, from my dad's side. And there's 2 of them on this. And each key is like represented a different aspect of life or spirituality or belief system. And when I used to be able to see, I knew what they all were. But now I don't know what this is. I don't know what this key represents. But I felt that it needs to be on here. And then around the key, this is some material that is a compiled, condensed healing crystals and essential oils. So I wrapped that around here. I know I'm missing something else here. There's another key. Oh, there it is. See, there's the other key. And, yeah, I can't identify that one either. So that's mine. And so the practice is, so I think this is one of my dripless candles. You really want to have a dripless candle for this practice. And I think this is one of them. But if you don't have a dripless candle, then you need to take some tin foil and make something at the top to collect the wax so you don't get burned with it. Which I have tin foil, I'm going to make that too. But I think this is a dripless one, so I'm going to practice with it today to make sure before I go gifting these to people. So when I gift it to someone, I gift it with the practice. We set an intention for the candle. We hold the candle together. They light the candle and set their intentions. And what's great about a candlestick meditation practice is because you have to hold it, it forces you to sit still and be with whatever it is you're trying to manifest, or your intentions are, or the meditation is, or the practice. And fire is very powerful. Stillness is powerful. And so you breathe in the fire, you gaze into the fire, you sit with it until you feel ready and complete. You can even stroke the candle depending on your comfort with fire and if there's wax dripping or not. But really be with the candle, really be with the fire. And when you blow out the candle, you really want to send every intention to the universe. Let it go. Yeah. So that's kind of, it's a very high vibration, high intention. And the wraps can be taken off and put on a new candle. And you could put on new crystals and new different things. And they're very adaptable and interchangeable. You can even, so you could wrap a lighter on it. I make lighter wraps. You can wrap these around lighters to make your lighters sacred and intentional. I know a lot of us use lighters for high vibration, sacred, intentional work, or fire in general, right? And so if you wrap your lighter with crystals and all sorts of awesome stuff, it sets another vibration. So this is a gift for a girlfriend of mine. This one I made with intentions for her, like, and this one has already been burnt. And the reason why I'm gifting this one to her is because it already has magic in it from all the other times I lit it and the energy that took place in the room when this candle was burning before. And on hers, there's a piece of wood, because I always need wood. So from this dangle, I wrapped some matches. So it's a perfect little thing for her to put on matches. And she could, once these matches are gone, she could put on a new thing of matches or put a lighter on it. And this is a little, with this safety pin, clothespin, and I took some, it's like ribbon, and inside the ribbon, I wrapped up some money and also some of that crystal essential oil composite material is in here, and a fall leaf, because she's from New England but lives here, and so it's like a part of her. And she could take this off and open it and put in new things and change everything and put this on a new candle and excuse me. So yeah, that's what these are. I'm so excited about these wraps I've been making. I love art. I'm an artist. I'm a creator. That's what I do in every way, you know. Tantra isn't art. Tantra is a way of relating to life sexually and expressing. Sexuality is the most powerful creative energy in this world. It creates life. And so the more we play with the essence of sexual energy at its purest form, separate from a penis and a vagina, the more access we have to that orgasmic state of living. The way I practice Tantra and teach Tantra is to help people become their own guru and to create an orgasmic existence and expand beyond the sexual experience that's limited to our genitals. Our genitals are only a 3 to 7 inch portion of our physical body, but our sexuality is way more than that. And in our society, we've really haven't done a lot of education and awareness and practice around the full expansive practice of sexuality. And I'm in it, man. You know, this is the most, I keep calling myself mildly celibate. This is the most celibate I think I've been in my entire life. Like, literally. Since I became sexually active. So I was sexually abused as a child. So I was sexually active from a very young age. But, so there's a difference between when you're sexually active and other people are abusing you, and then you become consciously making choice in your sexual activity. So for me, that would be, you know, around the age of 13, 14, I started engaging in sexual activity with the genitals, like intercourse, oral sex, penetration, things like that. And since that age, you know, the last year, 2 years, I've been really, my sexual activity has not been as expressed in intercourse and oral sex, especially the last year. The last year alone, I could probably count how many times I've had intercourse or oral sex on one hand. Like that's how celibate I am these days. And it's not a choice. I've never made a choice to be celibate. I've never, you know, people make that conscious choice, and I commend people that do that. I think it's a beautiful choice if you feel you need to make it. I've never felt the need to make a choice of being celibate. That just happens to be where I am right now. I don't have a lot of yeses in me for genital interaction with my body. And I don't have a lot of yeses for intercourse and oral sex in general. I have a very clear emotional container, relational sexual container that I've created, and it's taken me a while. You know, I've experienced a lot of pain around my sexuality and love and intimacy due to lack of awareness of my needs and wants and desires, and I feel like I really know now, you know, and that's what's creating this difference in the way I'm relating to people sexually. Like, there's nothing wrong with me. I don't need to create a story of like, oh, I'm traumatized, I'm wounded, blah, 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 right? I'm embracing my sexuality in a new way. This is what feels good to me right now. It's not that I don't have any yes in me to intercourse and oral sex. It's just the way I find my yes is very particular. I have a container, like, so here's what it is. My yoni, if I make a choice to let someone connect if I make a choice to interact with someone and my yoni, or their genitals, intercourse or oral sex, or them penetrating me with hands or anything, I really need a tight emotional container. I'm an emotional sexual relator. That's what I do. My vagina is linked to my heart. If I get turned on through my heart, I don't get turned on through my vagina. If I get turned on through my vagina, it doesn't last long. It's very small. I don't really care for it. It's boring. I like emotional sexual play. And so I don't get really physically sexually involved with people unless I know they're also willing to dive into the emotional play as well. There's a certain degree of emotional play in relating, especially when it comes to bringing in sexuality and the physical sexual expression, for me. Maybe that's not everyone's story, and that hasn't always been my story, you know? That's where I'm at, and I feel good knowing that right now. You know, I can't deny there's a part of me that's horny as fuck, and it's like, grrr, like, you know, I'm kicked off Tinder, I'm kicked off OkCupid. I don't have, like, I used to have these mediums I would go on and date and meet people, and I just don't have that anymore. And I'm new to San Diego, and blah, 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 and I'm blind. I don't like going out on my own. It's fucking scary. My life has changed. I'm a different person. But, you know, I really want to date more. I really want to play more. I really want more intimacy in my life. I really want to build more safe relationships so that I can find more yeses for intercourse and oral sex. Yeah. I'm at peace with where I am right now, but there's definitely a desire for more, and I would really like it if people pursued me, because I don't really have the capacity to pursue as much as I used to with being blind and with all the social media blocks that are put on me. I'm a rebel. I get in trouble online, and so and I'm also blind, and so I require a certain kind of communication if somebody wants to connect with me or pursue me, which is audio and video communication. If you really want to connect with me, you have to send me an audio or video message, and then we have a phone call when our schedules align. If you really knew me, you know I turn my phone off a lot, and I ignore phone calls. I don't like answering the phone a lot. If I answer the phone, like, I answer my phone once or twice a day. My phone rings 10 to 50 times a day. Okay? And that is, you know, between, like, messages, emails, phone calls. Like, I'm a self-employed person. I'm blind, blah, blah, blah. So, hi, Onyx, you want to go out? Come here. I'll let you out in a second. Aw, kitty. So I'd love it if you really wanted to connect with me, if you reached out and let me know. There's nothing creepy about it. I had somebody that reached out yesterday, and, you know, they felt a little awkward, and I experienced that a lot. Like, I have fans and followers that just watch from a distance and are really scared to pursue me, and if you're one of them, I want to let you know it's okay. Please pursue me. It's not creepy, it's not weird, I'm used to it, I love it. If you want something, there's no way to know. There's no way to get what you want unless you pursue it. How else do we get what we want? It's our job to get what we want and to pursue what we want and let people know when we want them and what it is that we want from them and what that looks like. They can't figure it out for us, you know. Some of them are some mind readers like me. You know, if you're relating to me, fair warning, don't hide things from me. It doesn't work. I'm going to pick up on it. I'm going to respond and react to it. So I need a serious level of authentic relating because I'm blind and I'm picking up on shit. And I don't read I don't read facial expressions, no head nods, no body language. I'm diving deep and I'm reading you inside. And so if you don't put words to shit, I'm picking up on other things. So it's really good if you just, like, communicate your every true authentic feeling with me, because otherwise I'm just feeling it and trying to figure out what to do with it. Because, you know, it's not in the air. That happens all the time. You know, we're sensual beings. We respond and react to sensory input, and sometimes we're aware of what we're responding and reacting to, and sometimes we're not. Sometimes people give us all the information we need to be able to respond and react accordingly. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes we're not aware of what exactly we're responding and reacting to because of the lack of communication and the sensitivities we all have and energies in the air. Like, there is so much more going on in this world than what we give credit to sometimes when we're trying to figure things out. Like, you know, it takes time to break it down and, like, really figure out the core of your shit, what's going on, the core of each issue, what the deal is, you know? Yeah. Alright. This is new for Onyx. She's having fun exploring this chair. Hi, baby! She probably likes it because it's heated, too. Alright. I love you guys. Have a great day. And let me know if you want to come by and do some crafting. Woo! Crafting with me. And if you want a gift, I have plenty of gifts to give away. And I canceled my next 2 events in December so I could focus on my private session work. And I'm doing some really great holiday specials. Like, I want to meet you where you're at, both on an intimate, tantric level and on a financial level. So if you want to do private session work with me, read the details and services pages on my website. You could come to me here. I could come to you. I do phone and video work. You can do overnight sessions, hourly sessions, travel sessions, outing sessions. Like, really, look at my website. There's a lot there. And I'm taking a break from events to do more private work. I want to focus on my private work and really show people more about my private work. And I am going to put up a couple more events that are new and centered around my private work. So join the Temple of Frolic on Meetup. There's a New England Boston one, and there's a San Diego one. There's a Temple of Frolic on FetLife. There's Temple of Frolic Instagram. There's Temple of Frolic YouTube. Temple of Frolic Eventbrite. Temple of Frolic Facebook. I'm kicked off Facebook, so please get on there and share all my shit for me. Keep the Temple of Frolic and Candace alive on Facebook, please. And get in touch via phone if you do want to schedule some private work together. I have already started pre-booking for my Boston trip, January 24th through 30th. My phone number, 603-247-5288. 603-247-5288. First, read the entire details and services pages. Then, don't call me, please. Send me a short, concise text, or even better, an audio or video message, which you can do on regular text messaging app using my phone number, or the apps Marco Polo or WhatsApp using my phone number. And in that message, you know, if it's text, you have to be even more short and concise. If it's audio or video, it doesn't have to be as concise. But your first message, I want to know where you're located, what kind of session you're looking for, what tier of offerings, how long, and then we'll schedule a phone conversation and go over, you know, the personalized logistics. But I need a baseline idea of when you're looking to book, what kind of session, how long of a session, where you're located, and then we go from there. Mwah! Love you guys. Mwah, 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 mwah.